Hello everybody, we're welcoming back the Great Challenge today, and following on the heels of the Great Challenge will be the return of the lottery. I know a lot of players are probably really excited to see the lottery's return because it's been probably a year, I think, since we've seen it. Since the Great Challenge has been ongoing for a few days already, though, what I'm going to focus on today is previewing the lottery, specifically the number of ways in which we can get this divine, because this edition of the lottery comes with like a couple extra ways that we can win the divine as opposed to the normal ways from just a regular event. Like from a regular event like the mazes, the only way you could get the divine was either you finish the event or you're one of those very small handful of lucky players that win the divine from the jackpot draw, because you are entered into a jackpot draw if you collect 2 golden horseshoes from the event. However, with this edition of the lottery, we've got a couple extra ways to win the divine. We're going to check that out. But first, we're going to look at the divine itself, because there's no point talking about the divine, how you can win the divine, if we don't know what the divine is. This is a new Maori divine, Haumia-tiketike, I think is how someone has spelled it out on the test server. This divine has a tiki you must fill with mana. For that, you need to observe 3 turtle nests per day. Find out if there are any baby turtles. If you see 1 turtle, you get 5 mana. If you see 2 turtles, you get 20 mana. And if you see 3 turtles, you get 80 mana. Basically, what happens is that when the horse wakes up every day, there's going to be, I'm going to call it the little divine box. It's like the action box that the divines have, who have some sort of special action you do with them every day. You'll either see seashells or you'll see like this little image of a turtle. You want to see the turtles as opposed to the seashells because that means that you get mana. When the tiki contains 1000 mana, the divine will give you a Harris pack. I'm very glad this divine gives like an actual useful gift. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get the 1000 mana, but I've been trying to find divine lately that will give me Aphrodite's tears, because I already have one that gives me a fertility one. I need something that gives me Aphrodite's tears, and that's basically why I want this Harris pack, just for the Aphrodite's tears. But yeah, the only downfall is that I don't know how long it will actually take to collect 1000 mana. When I tested this divine, I only got to work it for, I don't know, maybe 5 days or something, and every day that I worked it, I did see at least 1 turtle, which meant I got at least 5 mana every day. On like one day I did see 3 turtles, which meant I did get 80 mana. However, the question I'm going to pose to anybody who has a Maori divine or knows somebody who has a Maori divine: have you gone days where you did not observe a turtle, meaning you did not get any mana? Because otherwise, if there are days go by when you don't get any mana at all, it could take you I want to say forever. It's not going to be forever, but it's going to take you a heck of a long time to get that 1000 mana. I guess it doesn't matter however long it's going to take. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this divine anyway, but I'm still kind of curious. So yeah, just let me know if it's possible that days go by where your Maori divine does not find a baby turtle and you don't get any mana at all. Okay, now let's take a look. We're going to preview the lottery. So up on the screen, you should see a bunch of items. This is the prize store from the lottery. I just saved this image from the test server. If you look underneath each item, you'll see a little like clover icon with the number next to it. And if you've read the Great Challenge instructions, it was probably mentioned mostly in the events form. It's possible to win clovers from the lottery draw. And with the clovers, we get like a clover shop where you can go into the shop, which is the page that you see here, and you can actually buy items with your clovers. Now, it's also possible to win actual items from the lottery draw. So pretty much what's going to happen, it's a lottery like normal. You buy tickets, you get tickets from your friends. So you enter your tickets in a draw, the draw happens, and you can either get tickets from the tickets that you entered, or you get items, or you get clovers. And basically the items that you can win and the items that you can buy with clovers are the exact same items. So the items that you see on the screen are the items that are possible to win from the lottery, and the items that are possible to win from the clovers. They're the same prizes. So one of the ways you can win the divine is by buying it with clovers. If you notice on the test server, it says that the divine costs 1000 clovers. I don't know if that will go up when this will goes live or if it will go down, but it costs 1000 clovers on the test server. For me, this particular option is going to be kind of unlikely. I bought as many tickets as I thought I actually would on the test server, meaning that I tried to test it as realistically as possible, and I only managed to win something like, I don't know, 400, 500 clovers total. I never got enough that I could even get that 3 golden fleece prize. So you're going to have to enter with a heck of a lot of tickets, spend a heck of a lot of Equus buying tickets in order to get the clovers needed to buy the divine. But it is possible to buy the divine with clovers that you win from the lottery. Another option to win the divine is that you can just win the divine from the lottery itself. I think there was probably just either one divine, maybe two divines offered in the lottery draw. Not really sure. We'll have to see what happens with that. But it is possible that if you're really, really super lucky, you can win the divine from the lottery draw itself. Another way you can win the divine, I believe it's saying in the Great Challenge instructions, is that there is going to be a jackpot draw right here. So yeah, if you collect at least 2 golden horseshoes, you're entered into the jackpot draw. And at the end of the event, a couple players will be drawn, and then those players will win the new divine. So the jackpot draw, that's another way to win it. The way that I'm planning on going for this divine is just opening golden fleeces. Right now, during the Great Challenge, VIPs can currently open golden fleeces to win the divine. I am a VIP, but I'm going to wait anyway because there are 2 benefits to waiting until the festivities, which is the lottery, waiting until the lottery starts to start opening golden fleeces. The first benefit is that if we look under here where the divine, it's saying right here, for every 4 golden fleeces scratched, the 5th is free. This is starting from the 14th of February. That means that this offer is not available until the festivities start. If I just stopped playing the Great Challenge today, I didn't bother completing any other objectives or getting more horseshoes. Once the lottery starts, if I open 4 golden fleeces, I'll get a 5th one free. However, I want an even better offer than that. If I collect enough horseshoes, however many horseshoes that's going to be, basically just do all of your objectives every day and you'll get the amount of horseshoes that you need to eventually unlock a open 2 get 1 free golden fleece offer. That's the offer I want to get. That's awesome. You open 2 golden fleeces, you get 1 free. Perfect. That's one reason that I want to wait until the lottery starts to start opening golden fleeces. The second reason is that after you open a certain number of fleeces and you do not find the divine will be placed in the reserved sales for you at a certain pass price, and then you can keep opening fleeces. And for every fleece that you open and you don't find the divine, the price is decreased, and the minimum amount that he'll go down to is 5 passes. Meaning that, you keep opening fleeces and the divine eventually it hits. You can buy it outright in the reserve sales for 5 passes. Won't go any lower than that. You could open another 100 fleeces, another 200 fleeces if you wanted. And if you don't find the divine, that divine is still at 5 passes in the reserve sales. So my recommendation is that once it gets down to 5 passes, you don't find the divine in the fleeces, just go ahead and just buy that for 5 passes. Otherwise, you're just going to be wasting your time. So that's my plan. I'm just going to wait until the lottery starts. I'm going to open golden fleeces. Obviously, I'm going to hope that I can find it in the fleeces without having to even bother buying it from the reserve sales, but it's still a guaranteed way that hey, I know that after a certain number of golden fleeces I open and I don't find the divine, I can just buy it in the reserve sales. It's a really nice offer. I quite like that. I wish they would do it during the normal weekend promo offers, but I don't know if they're going to. Now, for a more actual detailed plan of how I would recommend going about this, because we do have this clover shop icon of possibly, if you get enough clovers, you can buy the divine in the clover shop. What I would recommend doing is going ahead, if you can be very, very patient, just wait until the last day of the lottery. See if you have enough clovers. If you don't have enough clovers to buy the divine, then go ahead and open fleeces. If you open fleeces on the first or the second day of the lottery, and you go ahead and you get the divine on that first or second day or whatever, then what happens if on the last day of the lottery you think you realize that, oh shoot, I gathered enough clovers from all the lottery draws that I could have just bought the divine outright in the clover shop. So I would just, if you can, just be patient, maybe wait until the last day to open fleeces just to see if you have enough clovers that you can buy the divine first. And if you realize on the last day that you can't buy the divine with clovers because you don't have enough, then go ahead and start opening fleeces. But that is my recommendation for going about getting this divine. Just, try to wait until the last day of the festivities if you can. I don't know if I'm going to bother because I doubt I'll have enough clovers anyway. I don't think it's worth it to spend more than 3 tickets per draw because the price per draw does go up quite a bit. It gets quite expensive. I always limit myself to just 3 tickets bought per draw, and the way that we get tickets from friends is different this time too. But hopefully that will help you guys out. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.